Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for granting those children's release unconditionally. Mr. President, I want to contribute on this matter from another angle. Mr. President, based on UNESCO data, I'm very sure you are aware of the alarming position where Nigeria is in the out of school children in the world. Mr. President, the world today has 244 million out of school children. And sub-Saharan Africa alone has 98 million in this number. And it will interest you to know that Nigeria alone accounts for 20.2 million out of school children in this number. A very disturbing number that has placed Nigeria the number one among the country with the highest number of out of school children in the world. This alone is a very disturbing situation that any Nigeria should be thinking about. You will agree with me, Mr. President, when we say out of school children, we are talking about children between age of 6 and 18. And of course, if you do your examination very well, you will discover that those children that were detained by the police for over 90 days, they are within these age brackets. And if you also investigate further, you may discover that those children are actually out of school. If these children were actually out of school and they evolve in such a situation, then the country has to now think or ask ourselves what is happening. I don't want to go into in detail into what led to this number because we all aware about some of the factors that led to this number. If I may say around 2000, this number was just 6.5. Around 2010, it was around 7.5. But where we are today, we all know some of the factors that contribute to it. Lack of access to education. Now we talk about insecurity and insurgency in the north is one of the reasons the northern part of the country also accounts for a larger proportion of this number. We are also aware of the Almajiri system that has bedeviled the children of the north for a very long period of time. Mr. President, if all these factors are true, then the question is, how did these children get involved in protests that led them carry other nations' flag in our country? Mr. President, it will interest you to know that apart from all the consequential impacts of having most or many of our children out of school, is that we have social unrest from time to time. It also guarantees this kind of behavior where children are being manipulated, where the people are being manipulated to do what is against the law. Mr. President, you will agree with me that an uneducated population is a population of lawlessness. It's a population of hunger. It's a population of people who are suffering from knowledge kwashiorkor. Of course, you will agree with me, these children cannot be the people who lead the protests in the north. But then they were used as catalysts to now front or fuel the impact of the protest. Mr. President, I am here to humbly request that a committee should be set up to go through the prisons in Nigeria and fish out any presence of minors in our prison. Mr. President, apart from the natural and social factors which are contributing to the issue of out of school children, the number increasing each day, you also agree with me that it is arguable to say that government agencies also contribute. If the police will hold these children to ransom for over 3 months without anybody being talked about it, and you still have lawyers who come trying to defend the action of the police, you still have judges who say they can only be released on 10 million naira bail, then it therefore means that some government agencies are also responsible. All we need to do is to come together and fight this menace, because as the number increases, so the workforce decreases, so insecurity increases, and it will tell on our nation in terms of GDP, productivity. So, Mr. President, apart from the immediate benefit of having all our children in school or having the population, educated, is that it grants instantaneous peace and stability in the country when we have everybody striving for education or learning. Mr. President, I hope that such incidents will not happen again, because I'm very sure that the government at the center under your watch is doing everything it can to reduce this figure by all means. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My name is Ambassador. Big Mouth.